Yeah, road captain. It's somebody should take responsibility in the race, and it's not always like the sports directors who make the calls. It's sometimes the road captain in the race who tells the boys to stay together, stick together, stay at the front, and yeah, of course, doing his homework, reading the road book, and being there from kilometer zero at the front. Doesn't matter if he goes uphill or downhill, he has to be there. Overlooks the riders, who's going, who's in a break, and which team is actually trying to be in a break that day, and pretty much overlooking everything. And at the same time, it's small things, telling people to go for biddens, keeping the sports directors updated, who's riding in the front, which teams are which teams came up to talk to us or to the other teams, and what their plans are, what our plans are, and then you just communicate to the car. And it's so many small details you just go through, and at the same time you pretty much just like a small vocal piece between all the riders and the team car.
So what happens when there aren't race radios? Do you have sort of more to do?
Then you probably have more to do. Probably the responsibility is a bit higher. It feels like on your shoulder. At the same time, you also have to do the same job when you have radios, but you always can blame somebody else then, and you don't have that advantage when you don't have radios. But it is just you go out there, do your job, and just pretty much stay concentrated from kilometer zero till the finish, and commentate what's happening in the race. That's what you have to do. Sometimes you just try to think what other teams are thinking and try to understand their tactics, and this is sometimes a bit confusing even for us. And I understand when people watch it back home and they get an explanation, or the TV commentators explaining to them what's happening, and you just like, when you see the summary afterwards, and you're like, yeah, definitely that was what we had in our mind doing this. But I understand it's so hard for them. It's sometimes also really hard for us to understand the tactics from other teams, and for the other teams to understand our tactics.
Do you take a leadership role at all with the sort of younger guys or the neo-pros? Is it also?
Not always. Many times you just let them do what they want, and because that is also a learning process. Sometimes the best way to learn this is the hard way. But I'm always there to tell them where they have to be, or now you have to move up, stay at the front, stay with him, or now it's a good moment to go for biddens. Or it's also sometimes it's just when people stop for a natural break and you just look at him and like, I wouldn't stop now. And when he comes back and you see he was suffering to get back on, you just look at him and say, you see, it wasn't a good moment to stop. And he's like, yeah, I understand that now. And this is just small details that experienced riders just give to the younger riders. But it has nothing to do with a road captain. It's just learning process for all of us.